Hello and welcome to the 2022 range of motorhomes from Forster. I'm going to look at the integrated models in this video. There was a time when I was a lad, well not really, it was only a few years ago, but in those days Forster had cheap motorhomes. It was started off as a cheap motorhome brand. This thing here cost in excess of 75,000 euros. So I don't think that's cheap anymore. It's 745 centimeters in length and the width is 235. Why is it so expensive? Because it's got an integrated front. That's the number one reason. It's got a queen bed. That doesn't necessarily make it expensive, but it's got a queen bed that goes up and down. It's got quite a nice look to it. That doesn't necessarily mean make it expensive, but usually tends to. You've got here wardrobes on either side. You've got the lockers above the bed, storage things. Not lockers are, I'm going to have to stop saying lockers. They are storage cabinets, and another wardrobe over there. As you can see, you've got this thing here, which means it goes up and down. Let's have a look under the bed, because there's usually something to see under the bed sometimes. And that is the bit here where often they put some drawers in, but not in this case. But nonetheless, you can actually store things under there if you so desire. Otherwise, I consider it to be a waste of space. There you go. So you can lift that up like that. Right, steps up either side. Obviously, it's a queen bed, so it's not going to give you a great deal of space around the edges. But there'll be, there is a little bit, as you can see. Now, you can also close this off here. And this type of blind, in my opinion, is much more practical than the more exclusive looking wood dividers. They're not real wood, well, sometimes they are. Carter goes real wood. Niesman Bishop does too. But this here, first of all, it's light, and let's hope it, that's supposed to get on there. Maybe it doesn't always work, but it's supposed to, and or maybe I don't know how to do it. That's far better. It does the job. It's light, and it probably doesn't rattle as much. Now, some of the posh cars, I've got posh vans, of course, they don't rattle when they're new. Don't know if they might start rattling after a few years, but this one probably doesn't rattle as much when the vehicle's in motion. Possibly, anyway. Just a thought. I was in a vehicle and I heard this bang, 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 bang all the time. Didn't know what it was. Stopped the vehicle, looked around, couldn't find what it was. It was only afterwards when I got to the campsite, it wasn't my van of course, then I realised it was the room divider making a racket. Okay, you've got a step up here, see that? You've got a step there. I like the flat floor and I'm not getting it in this van. Here you've got what is happening in 2022, which is two burners, and you've got a bit of space there to preparation, and a bigger sink. Two burners, bigger sink. I think that's progress, but you might not. You might be one of these traditional people who think, I want three burners and a tiny sink, or no sink at all. So anyway, what do you think? Let me know. What's down there? Fuses. I like the fuse to be inside. The reason for that is I know what it's like to have to change them. So I've never had to change outside fuses in my life. Sorry, except in the house, of course, I've had to do it. I had to go out in the rain to get in the garage. But as a rule, not as a rule, In my entire life, I've never had to go up to the change in the back of the garage or something. So my van, the fuses are easily accessible. Now this carpet doesn't come with the van. Oh, so before I do that, I'll show you the fridge. There you go. Got a comment yesterday. I'm never showing fridges. Or day before yesterday. And yesterday's comment from the same person, Stormy, said that, do I ever read the comments? Right, okay, let's have a look at the floor. That's the floor. I think that looks alright, but when you've got bits that go in, because you bring in all sorts of sand and bits of dirt into the van. Okay, it's probably not me, most of it, but it's a four-legged friend who does it. But all the same, I think a different covering to that would be better, in my opinion. Right, what's this here? What's the point of that? Don't know. Let's have a look at the back. There, you've got a manual thing to put the bed up and down. You do it from the garage because it's unlikely you're going to squash something inside. I mean, it's possible you might have some rather long vase or something on the bed and you squash it by putting that. But otherwise, you know, you keep your bikes and things in here, and your bike, if you did it from inside, well, you could sort of imagine what might happen. There's your boiler. There's something's been cut out. Don't know why that's there. Oh, there's a light in there as well. There's a light. It doesn't work because hasn't been connected. It's not because it doesn't work. Right, two integrated models. See, EB, German layout, and the QF, which we've just seen. And now we're going to saunter over to compare this to the German layout. Now, and then I'll give my opinion on I think it's worth getting or not. Now, this German layout is going to cost over 75,000, exactly the same price, in fact, 75,340. It will, of course, depend on the equipment which is given with it. Now, the question is, what do I think? Now, I've said I like a number of Forster models, but to be quite honest, for the money, for the price of this, I would look at something. I'm going to stay within the same company. It's Multijet design. You know, for this type of money, you can get a double floor in a van, and that's. I don't think I would want one of these. Now, I know that you might think, Forster's better put together than Multijet design. It's the same company. I bet they're made in the same factories as well. That I don't know, but I'm just guessing. So I would. This, for me, obviously, things like this, it's a matter of personal choice, what you think. But it's nice. I'm not saying it's not nice, but it's not. For me, it doesn't have the wow sort of factor that Multijet design has. You know, you could be you're there in the workshop waiting for them to come and fix your van, or you're standing by the roadside, and people want to have a look inside your van. You wouldn't think, oh, what a great van this one is to break down in. And I don't think this really has it. It's not boring van like one or two I could mention, but it doesn't quite have the same as some other brands. So, I mean, within this group, I would say that one down there, Multijet designs, for me, more attractive. Same type of thing. Of course, it's a very personal taste. Right, one thing I noticed I didn't mention was this door. I noticed it was closed on the German layout one, but here we've got this storage in there as well. Little bit extra, every little bit helps. I think that's probably meant to be for your stuff you might need for your vehicle for when it breaks down. Not that, no, I'm just think it will. But, anyway, great. Thanks very much for watching. This is the 2022 range from Forster, and I want to show you all the vehicles that Forster's got in its range. Thanks for watching.